Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Kana. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening. Shall I start, ma'am? Ajay?
Sir, you can start, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, good evening, all of you. So, we are going to discuss about or talk about the new lesson, human evolutions. So, what is meant by evolution? Anybody else? What is meant by evolutions?
Sir,
Yeah.
Evolution is basically a gradual change, sir,
Okay.
caused by variations, accumulation of variations over a long period of time, sir, which makes the organism better adapted to changing environments.
Where it occurs? That is very question. Suppose you are telling about that, the changes occurs, no? Where it is occurs. Exactly. Do you know that?
So,
Yeah.
so could you repeat, sir?
So where it occurs, the changes occurs, already told you, the changes occurs in the living organism, already told, isn't it?
Yes,
So
sir.
where it occurs, particularly, even taken examples of cell or within the cell
So
or,
body cells,
you know,
sir.
about the, no, exactly,
Gene
I am
pool.
asking. Yeah,
Sir,
very good. Particularly tell us the DNA, that is the very, very important, isn't it? Only differentiate animals, take an examples, lower animal and also higher animals. How will you differentiate? According to their genetical information only, isn't it? Is it or not?
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Human being having the long polypeptide chain, but at the same time, it depends upon their polynucleotide also. The polynucleotide decide their characteristics of each and every living organism. Is it or not? For example,
Yes, sir.
DNA is there, okay. So not only DNA has a genetic material already in our real world. The genetic material decide your characteristics and also your ancestor also, isn't it? Ancestor characters also transfer from one generation to another generation. So there is a very important things. What do you know? No, the DNA is a very, very important content here. Okay. Today we are going to discuss about the human evolution, otherwise called as simply evolution. So where the first organisms, a living organism originated? Where is the first living organism originated? Do you know? Dhanusri
So,
or Shankar and
so,
anybody else? Yeah.
so the
Go ahead.
first living organisms, sir, coacervatives and microspheres, they originated in the ocean, sir.
Ocean, right? Okay. Particularly tell us nothing but the what is it? Aquatic, isn't it? Single cell
Yes, sir.
or multicellular?
So single cell, sir.
Yeah. Before that single cell, what are the changes which occurs? That things we are going to see, isn't it? How the earth is originated. What happened before ancient ages? What are the changes occurs in the atmosphere and also living organism also? How it will be adapted to the living organism, particularly taken examples of which one, aquatic plant. Okay, aquatic animals also present in it. That aquatic animals, how it will be enter into the land. Okay, what is meant by amphibian? What are the general characteristics of aquatic plant as well as the amphibian and also reptiles, mammals, bats, and also other things? That things we are going to see. Okay, see the slides here. The sun is the first one. Ultimate source of energy is comes from where, the sunlight. Okay, so we'll study that things when we are going to study the Big Bang theory. Okay, so that time the great explosions takes place in and millions of 4.5 million years ago, I think. So I will discuss one by one. So after that, how it will be, and also the temperature will be reduced into the normal, and then what happened, the physiological changes which occurs in the atmosphere. But at the time, what happened? The initial stage, there is no any air. Okay, so then how it will be the air formation takes place, and also water, how is it possible? And then only it will enter into the, what is that, aquatic, otherwise called as ozone. The life cycles, the water cycles also proceed so many times. Okay, after that, the simple molecules united together form molecules, simple components, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen. What are the elements present in the sun? That may be combined together form molecules. That molecules is called as, what is that? Form a single cell organisms. So that is called as coacervates. Already we told. Very good, Ajay. You are going very correctly. Okay, good, super. Then earth. So after that, what happened? Then the eukaryote and prokaryote is also formed, and bacteria and protozoa. This is the what is that? Evolutionary aspects until the multicellular organism finally they enter into the mammals. Okay, these are the simple diagram as given in the slide, isn't it? So in between there are the so many animals completely destroyed due to the natural disorder. Okay, how the single cell organism converted into or developed into multicellular organism like as a dinosaur as well as the mammals. That is the things we are going to study. Each and every word you must note it down. It is very, very important. What are the changes? What are linked between the one and another animals? What are the general characteristics of prokaryote and eukaryote? Already studied that things also. Okay, see one by one. So this is a human evolution, isn't it? The initial stage, what we are having, we are bending like structures because the backbone is always like this. After that, slight, what is that, standing position. Then this is also 75% of standing position. This is the complete entire position of the standing. Okay, these are the 4 changes occurs. This is called as what is the Homo thicus and Homo erectus, like that it comes in last. We will discuss that things when we are going to study the mammals. Okay, in this lesson we are going to study the last. Okay, see, these are the development of the human being. That is evolutionary aspects. What will be the backbone? What about the vestigial organ present in the back? All those things. Finally, what happened? The things we are going to discuss in last. See, so this is the basic things. Already you know about there is a what is that? A small microorganism. These are all are aquatic. The lower, the below, what happened? These are the aquatic animals. These are the land animals. Okay, these are the aquatic animals. These are the land animals. Okay, the aquatic animals started from the already you know single, that is called as monera. From this one start from here and also finish with the which one is the largest organisms, which one? So another things is also present in it. So the upper, just think about the first, the plant already told you. Okay, the plant is a growing one, that is an ancient. Then it will be entered into the which one you know the final, that means each and every years, millions of years, how it will be changed into some other animals or plants, and that means gymnosperm, angiosperm. Okay, angiosperm is the last one, primitive one. Which one is though? Rheobita, Pteridobita, like that, you know. Okay, that things is also. Then same likewise, the land animal, how it will be fly. Okay, how the wings are originated, that things, and then birds. Okay, and some of the animals, these are all are considered, that is known as what is the dinosaur period. That is called as Mesozoic era. Mesozoic era. Okay, got it. That already we studied that things also. This is the dinosaurs. In these periods, how it will be, what are the animals present in it, how they it will be, what is that, exit from the earth. Okay, due to the natural disaster, and so many things have been reported by the scientists. Okay, but what about the last one? Last one is the human beings. These are all aquatic evolution. These are all land evolutions. Okay, okay. Go to the next one. See, this is the first one. See here, formation of earth, how it will be formed due to the explosions. Okay, a magnifying explosion takes place in the sun. As a result, what happened? It may be split into so many species. I mean, it get down from the earth, get down. Okay, and finally, what happened? Undergoing the process, cooling process. After that, what happened? These are the changes occurs. These are the changes occurs when before billions years ago, billions, 4.5 billion years. That is very, 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 very important. The earth is originator of formation takes place before 4.5 billion years. That is also very, very, we will study that things also. Okay. So these are the aquatic animals. These are the aquatic animals. See that different types. These are all are present or absent. We don't know, but these are all are present once upon a time. Now also present. Okay, maybe or may not be present inside the, what is that, ocean. The research also going on. Research also going on. So many aquatic animals we cannot be able to find out which category the things. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, now we are going to discuss the evolution. So already told you what is meant by evolution. The process of change in biological is called as evolution. Biological means plant as well as animal, not only the plant and animals, and also atmosphere. Okay, living places. Take an examples of Earth only. They are having the living organs. What about the others? Any other planet having animals or plants? Any other living organs present anywhere in the other than that of the Earth? Anybody else? No, isn't it? Possibility is there. It's research is going on, but it is not exactly is that. Okay. So it is another definition has given here. Okay. It is a process of cumulative changes. Cumulative means take an example. So completely. Okay. So ancient and now itself compared to the both, what happened? So complete changes is there in physical activities and behavioral activities and also food habits and all those things. Okay, that is called as cumulative changes, complete changes of the living populations. Okay, in ancient ages, there is a monkey is there. Okay, okay, now it is developed into human being like that. Who stated the statement, you know, most of the scientists, the human beings are originated from the monkeys. They are telling, isn't it? But now we may arise the questions. Okay, sir, you are telling like that the ape or something else is developed or evolutionary into which evolutionary into which human being. But nowadays there are so many monkeys are there, isn't it? But how they will not? Why they will not evolve as a human being? What is the reason behind it? That things is a very big questions. Okay, it is a process of cumulative changes of the living population and in the descendant populations of organisms. Descendant means this is an ancestor. Okay, ancestor to now the which one is present now. That is called as take an example. Descending means take an example of ape is a descending animals, isn't it? Now we are in the human beings. Human beings there are 4 or 5 types. Okay, Homo erectus, Homo pithecanthus. Okay, Homo sapiens. Okay, like that. We are the Homo sapiens. So we are the last one. Okay, so that is the difference. In other word, it is a descent with the modification. Descent with the modification. Nowadays, there is a descent also created. Why they are telling the descent? You know, because we are also wearing the cloth, isn't it? Before that, it is not possible because they are all ours. What is that? There is no clothes. Not only that, and also we are using so many computers and also vehicles. Even take an example of vehicles and fire also we are using, isn't it? And there are all around what is that? Consider the getting evolutionary aspects. Evolutionary aspect. Okay. Go to the next one. See another one. Evolutionary changes is the heritable characteristics of biological populations. Heritable means take an examples of our father having the same genes and same behavioral aspects and also transfer to the another generation. That is also transfer from the one generation to another generation. Sometimes they may told you look like your grandfather like that because the presence of heritable changes character. Which one is the heritable changes here? DNA is a heritable change because DNA is a genetic material. DNA is a hereditary materials present in the each and every living organisms, isn't it? It may be transferred from the one generation to another generations. That is given here. So evolution is change in the heritable characteristics of biological populations over successive generation. Each and every generation, the changes occurs. Each and every population also having the changes. And the next, these characteristics, which one? These characteristics are the expression of the genes. Already told you. Okay, that are passed on one from parent to offspring during reproductions. Already we studied that reproduction. Human reproduction we will study later. Before that, the plant, take an example, plant, it also undergoes the reproduction process, sexual reproductions. You know, but the character will be transferred to the parent to which one, you know? In the offspring. This was stated by the name of the scientist called as, what is that? Who is the father of genetics?
So Mendel.
Yeah, very good. C.J. Mendel. Okay. So as a result, the law of segregation, law of independent assortment law of dominant. Here, law of segregation, you have to note it down. That is very, very important. Okay, it transfer from the one generation to another generation. Okay. First of all, we are going to study that how the universe is created, originated. Okay, so you note it down. Which one I am telling you now, just note it down. Okay, and also take the notes also. Very, very, very important. So many times they were asked the question. The universe is a very old, almost how many years before 20 billion years before. What is meant by billions? They may ask, what is by billion? 1 billion, that is equal to how many years? 1 billion or 1 million? Any idea, Pa?
So, so 1 billion is 1,000 million, sir.
Okay. Okay. Once again, just to go through it, what is my 1 billion is how many years? Note it down. Very, very important. Okay. So origin of the universe started from before that. Which one, how many years before? 20 billion years, not million. Okay. Okay. Then go to the next one. A Big Bang theory attempt to explain to us the origin of universe. Which one is the theory? Which theory is explain about the universe? Big Bang theory. What is the meaning of Big Bang theory? Okay, who proposed this theory? That is very, very important. The universe is a 20 billions old. The theory, which one is explained that one? Big Bang theory. Who proposed the theory? That is very, very important. The Big Bang theory. The Big Bang theory was proposed by App Lemaitre. Okay, APPE, Abby Lemaitre. That is a very, very important. Abby Lemaitre. A singular, huge explosion. This is already told you. Okay, the sun undergoes the splitting process. That is called as huge explosion. Thermonuclear explosion. What is the explosion name? Is called as thermonuclear explosion. Why it is called as nuclear? Our nucleus, it consists of proton and electron or neutron or whatever. Proton and neutron is there. It is surrounded by many electrons. Okay, it is unimaginable in physical terms. That is very, very important. Huge explosion takes place. Already told you. The Big Bang theory. Who proposed that? Happy Lemaitre. So the singular huge explosion, a big explosion takes place. That explosion is otherwise called thermonuclear explosion. Note it down. This one. Unimaginable physical terms. Okay. So after that, what happened? Universe originated about 15 billion years ago by Big Bang. Big Bang stated the statement, the universe originated before 15 billion years ago. But most of the scientists, they told, what is that? How many years? 20 billions. 20 billions. Okay. Then next, about 4.5 billion years ago, our solar system. What is meant by solar system? Our board. Sun is the center. Okay, it is surrounded by many planets. That is called our solar system. Okay, see that which was originated, which was started 4.5 billion. This is very, very important. Solar system is originated or started from where? Created where? 4.5 billion years. Okay, was probably created when the gaseous cloud. What is meant by gases? It is made up of more than number of gases present. What are the gases? Nitrogen, hydrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and so many gases is there. And so many gases are cloud-like structures. That gaseous cloud called solar nebula. So this is very, very important. Okay, once again repeat for you. About 4.5 billion years ago, our solar system was probably created when the gaseous cloud called solar nebula. Okay. It started to collapse under the force of its own gravity until it became a flattened spinning disk of atoms and particles. Its central region heated and it became a star and sun. So after that, what happened? It's completely collapsed. Finally, what happened according to their what is that own gravity, gravitational force. Okay, so as a result, sun it has a what is that? What is that? The center, occupy the center. Uh, so other planets are surrounded the sun, isn't it? Star and sun. This is the way. So first one, 4.5, solar nebula. Due to the gravity forces, what happened? Star and suns are what is that? Created. That's where in the universe. Okay. See that. Go to the next one. See the structure. Solar nebula. This is structure is called as solar nebula. The center there is a sun is there, but these are all are what is that? Dust particle. Otherwise called as what is that? Gaseous as well as a dust particle is there. Okay. So they may ask the question, solar nebula is also a composed of what are the content present in it? Gases. Gases, which one is the high concentration in the atmosphere? Which one is the high concentration for? Which is the highest concentration in the sun? Anybody else?
So hydrogen gas, sir.
Hydrogen or helium? So both are present in it, but particularly how we know which one is the least lightest gas, hydrogen or helium?
Helium, sir.
Helium. Are you sure? Your periodic timetable, which one is the first? Which one is taking first place?
So hydrogen.
Hydrogen. Yeah. The conversion of hydrogen and helium, that conversion is emitted numerous amount of heat that is also transferred from the sun to solar to earth. That is very, very important. How it will be? 4 helium atoms are united together form one hydrogen. Again, that conversion also repeated again and again. So during that conversion, what happened? The heat will be eliminated. Okay. Each and every day, the millions and tons of heliums conversion takes place in the sun. That's why the heat also transfer from the where to where. How many kilometers? 16 millions or billions kilometers in there from to earth to sun. Okay, so it's also the heat is transferred from. So imagine, we cannot imagine, they calculate approximately how many temperature in sun. In the center core is also have a different temperature, and the outer surface is also it has a different temperature. You must note it down. We will study that things is also in later, and I think in this lesson also. So these are the changes. See here, the Big Bang. Okay, the solar system is there here. It is also what is that? Splitted. After the splitting, what happened? No, so the solar system formation takes place. Okay, the sun is in the center, and surrounding the other planets is around the suns. After that, the earth is not only all the planets are formed, particularly the earth is because it is a what is a first living things. Otherwise, what is a living organism originated in our earth only because the presence of water molecules, the water process in between the explosion as well as the first earth formation. There are so many physiological changes, like millions of years. After that, prokaryote, eukaryote, I already know about what are the changes occurs, whether it is aquatic, whether it may be which one and land also. Already we saw that slide in before. Okay, go to the next one. So this is the what is the formation of earth. Okay, formation of earth and end of the periods. After the cooling process. It is the end of the period. So after the end of the what happened, completely cooled, get down to the neutral state, neutral temperature. After that, the cycles also converted. I know, cycles also going on so many times. Water cycles and other gases cycles also present in the atmospheres. See that. Okay, we'll go to the next one. So atoms and the dust grains orbiting the center of the gaseous disk then aggregate into clumps. These clumps finally swept up all particles and grow to the planetary size, such as Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus, Neptune, and also Pluto. How many planets here? 9. For particularly, the Pluto is not a planet, isn't it? Why? Pluto?
It is
Because
at
it is
water
a
planet, sir.
water planet. It is easy. Well, sometimes it may be appear, sometimes it may disappear. Okay, so these are the very, very important things is that. Okay, but each one it has a specific, what is that, lifespan, like I mean revolving, that each one it has a specific years to rotate the suns. Okay, see here. So these are the dust particle to the sun. This is the sun. Take an example. These are the planets. Okay, how many kilometers, how many millions of kilometers is there from to our earth to sun? Our earth is the third one, isn't it? So Venus, like that, Mars, and so on, so it going on. So nowadays the research also going on. The Mars, whether the living organisms are present or any other planets or any other gas is present in NASA is also doing that work. Okay, and other countries also doing that work. Okay, see that. So this is the dust particle. Our solar system was just a cloud of dust and gas known as solar nebula. Already told you, solar nebula. This is the structure of our solar system. Before the solar system, otherwise called a solar nebula. Okay, there are so many dust particles at the same time. There are so many. What is that? What is this? This one is called as, what is that? A big stone like that. They told, you know. So this. See. Okay, we'll go to the next one. Big Bang theory. The singular huge explosion, thermonuclear explosion, unimaginable in physical term. The universe expanded and hence the temperature came down. The hydrogen and helium, note it down. Hydrogen and helium formed sometimes later. First producing gases. Which one? Hydrogen and helium. The gases condensed under the gravitations and forms the galaxies of the present day universe. These are the gases. The condensed means the concentration will be more. As a result, we will get it the universe. In the solar system of the Milky Galaxy, Earth was supposed to have been formed about 4.5 billion years. The Milky Galaxy is also formed before how many years? Have been reported by the scientists. 4.5 billion years. So this is very, very important. What are the gas? What is a great explosion? What is the name of that one? And how many years? See, these are the things we have to note it down. Note down. This is also very, very important. See, origin of the earth first after the great explosions completely cooled down. So how the earth is formed? The universe is almost 20 billion years. The universe time is 20 billion years. The earth was supported to have been formed about 4.5 billion years ago. This one is also very important. There was no atmosphere on early earth. Already I told you, there is no any atmosphere, any gases, hydrogen, oxygen, there is no. After that one, when the life is appeared, when the first microorganism started, before that only the atmosphere, it produced that, what is that? Gas. What are the gases already in our body? Nitrogen. Okay, nitrogen percentage, how many percentage is there in the atmosphere? Now we are talking about the only earth, not in the sun. Sun, it contains hydrogen, helium. Okay, but atmosphere, earth contain nitrogen, oxygen, and carbon dioxide. Other gases also present in trace amount like that. 78% of what is that? Nitrogen present in it. Okay, and 21% of oxygen present in it. 0.03% of carbon dioxide also present in it. These are all are present in the earth. Okay, see here. Life appeared 500 millions. This one is called as billion. This one is called as million years after the formation of earth. That is approximately 4 billion years ago. They may ask the question, life is originated or appeared how many years is it? 500 millions. Okay, here after the formation of earth, that is approximately 4 billion years ago. The first non-cellular, these are all our question part, note it down, very, very important. Universe started 20 billions, earth was 4.5 millions, life 500 millions. Okay, and the first non-cellular forms, non-cellular without absence of cell, forms of life could have originated 3 billion years ago. 3 billions years ago. The first cellular form of life did not possibly originate till about 2000 millions years ago. These were probably single. Okay, these are the important points. They may ask the questions, each and every one, universe, earth, and also life as also first non-cellular and the first cellular, like that they may ask the question. Just to go through the question paper, it is very 4.5 million. So many times they were asked the question. I think 2 or 3 times the earth was supposed to have been formed about how many years? 4.5 billions. Okay, like that. Go to the next one. And water vapor, methane, carbon dioxide, and the ammonia released from the molten mass covered the surface. This is the first one. Okay, this is the first one. Then what happened? The UV rays from the sun broke up water into hydrogen and oxygen, and lighter H2 is escaped. That's why I told you which one is a very lightest gas. Which one is the hydrogen is the lightest gas. That's why water molecule, when it's split or broken by ultraviolet rays, otherwise called as UV rays, comes from where, the sun. So as a result, the water molecule splitting takes place. So water molecule splitting gives hydrogen and oxygen. But particularly when you are going to study the plant physiology, isn't it? What is by photolysis of water? What is by photolysis of water, my dear? Photolysis of water? Water molecule split into hydrogen and hydroxyl ion with the presence of light. Not only that, light and also presence of the some elements, zinc, chlorine, like that. Okay, just note it down because it comes from where, plant. But here what happened, the ancient ages, the earth formation, during the earth formation, what are the changes occurs? Okay, and UV rays from the sun broke up water into hydrogen and oxygen, and the lighter H2 escaped. The oxygen combined with the ammonia and methane to form water and carbon dioxide and the others. This is the first changes. This statement also sometimes they ask. Oxygen combined with ammonia, what will be the end product? And also methane. Okay. The first formation of water and carbon dioxide and others. Sometimes they ask the water plus carbon dioxide, what will be the product? Okay. Oxygen combined with the ammonia only, will get it these two. Okay. Reversely, they will ask the questions. And then as a result, and more than one oxygen molecule united, that means 3 oxygen molecules united to the form as ozone. Okay, thrice. Okay, this is called as ozone layer was formed. And then as it's cooled, that water vapor fell as rain to fill all the depression and form ozone. This is the first cycle, water cycle. Okay, here what I told you, first water molecule formation takes place. Likewise, the cycles also repeated many million times. Okay, as a result, formation of a small bond. Then again, the water, the sunlight is also fallen to the water surface. As a result, the water cycle is also possible. Again and again, it repeated many millions times. Finally, what happened? The ocean creation started. Okay, then life appeared 500 million years after the formation of Earth. How many years? 500 millions of years after the formation of Earth. This is also a important question. Here you must note it down. First, what are the gases present in it? Surface of the area, molten mass. Okay. Then UV rays from the sun broke the water into hydrogen. The water, first water molecule formation takes place. The water molecule split into hydrogen and oxygen with the presence of UV rays. From this one, hydrogen is a lighter one. That's why it's escaped from the land to atmosphere. Okay, again and again, it will be repeated many times as a result of formation. Now, what is that? Water and carbon dioxide and others. So the oxygen molecules united, more than one united molecules, the same molecules, similar molecules united together form as ozone. Then what happened? The cycles also repeated. The above cycles also repeated as a result of formation of ozone. So when the ozone formation, when the water molecule completely formed, the life is originated. Okay, so the life is originated from the ozone. How many years before? 500 million years after the formation of Earth? This is very, 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 very important question. See, this is the origin of Earth. Okay, so first the explosions, what are the dust particle is there? All the things happen. Okay, at the same time, Earth is also one of the, what is the water vapor, and also gases also present. After that, the cycles already we discussed. What are the cycles happens? What are the things? Each one it has a specific life cycle. I mean, life cycle is the geocycle. That is called as biogeocycles. We may call it. Okay, this is our after the Earth formation completed. So here the about the waters is the these are all our land. Okay, these lands also originate. I mean, originate from the great explosion of the sun. Okay, so here the first single cell organism is started. After that, it may enter into the land. Okay, so in between there is an amphibian is there. After that, the birds, reptiles, and also mammals. Finally, the mammals is there. The final mammal is called as ape. Ape is also 4. Okay, and also the development of the evolutionary aspects. Okay, already we discussed that things also. Okay, this is our solar system. Okay, see that one. These are all oracles. This see the third one. Okay, this is the first one, the sun. First one, second one, third one is our what is that? Yeah, the fourth one is the Mars. These are the what is that? Eclipse. So circulate around the sun only. The great explosion takes place in the. This was stated by the Big Bang. Okay. See, what are theory have been reported? There are so many theories. It depends upon their how the life is originated. What are the theories? So many scientists have been reported. See here one by one. Theory of special creations. Okay, this is the first one. You know all about each and every religions, Hindu, Muslims, and also Hindu, Muslims, and also Christianity. Each one is, they have your own holy books. Each book it has a message regarding which one the origin of earth and life. So like that is called the theory of special creation. We will study that one. And theory of spontaneous. Spontaneous means automatically. It's naturally created. Like that some of the statement have been reported. And third one is called as extraterrestrial or cosmic origin. This is the third one. And the terrestrial and abiogenic. Abiogenic without involvement of the bio. That is nothing but the non-living origin. Non-living means hydrogen, carbon, oxygens are non-living components. They are all united together form as the biomolecules. Then only what happened, the living organism originated. Some statement like that. And then last one is called as theory of catropism. Catropism, like that. These are the theory have been reported in your book. See, one by one. Okay, see that first one. Special creation. Special creations. Okay, the God created. Who is that? God created everything in the world within 6 days only. Within 6 days, everything, plant, human beings, single cell animals, and also whatever it may be. Okay, all the animals, okay, even reptiles, mammals, birds, okay, human beings such as what is a male and females, and single cell organisms, microorganisms, whatever it may be, whether prokaryote and eukaryote, fungi, algae, bryobeta, turdobeta, gymnosperm, all those things within 6 days created. That is called a special creation. According to this theory, powerful God has created everything within 6 days. According to Hindu mythology, the world was created by Lord Brahma. For example, here, this was Christianity. This was, what is that? Christianity as well as the Muslims. Okay, in Quran as well as the Bible stated the statement, within 6 days the God created. According to the Hindu mythology, okay, the world was created by Lord Brahma. Each and every human being was, what is that? Created by Brahma only, even human being. The first man was Manu and the first woman was Sarada. Okay, this is a statement of which one? Hinduism, Hindu mythology. How the life is called started, who is the first man of the world, first man of the, what is that? Yes. Okay. In the globe, I mean the world or globe, whatever it may be. Okay. First man, the Manu. And the first woman was, what is that? Sarada. Okay, this is the first things. And second one is the theory of spontaneous creation. Spontaneous means already told you. It is also, what is that? According to this theory, life is originated from the decaying and rotting matter like straw and mud. This is abiogenesis. This is also the spontaneous creation is also called as abiogenesis. That means absence of living organism. The other non-living organism is that is called as water molecules, and also take an example, hydrogen, oxygen, like that emitted. Okay. And also, what is that? Mud. Mud means, you know, it's nothing but the, what is that? Soil with the water molecules. Okay. And also the marshy habitat, marshy places. Okay. And straw means, you know, it's nothing but the small plant things. Straw, you know, about. So after the harvesting of rice, you know, there is a wastage is there, no? That is called a straw. These are the two things. Is a abiogenesis. Abiogenesis. This is also another things. Okay. So then we'll pass on to the next one is the spontaneous theory was some of the scientists, according to that one, so some of the animals are originated from the spontaneously, some of them are originated by the God, like that they told, you know, that time what happened, you know, some of the scientists also do that, which is correct one, whether spontaneous generation is correct or is possible, like that they, what is the analyzed that time. One of the scientists is called as Louis Pasteur. Okay, also done the experiment. So in the year 1862, note it down, this year is very, very important in this category, the Louis Pasteur experiment, 1862. According to this theory, microorganisms come from other microorganisms. This is already studied. What is my cell theory? What is my cell theory? Who stated the statement? Cell theory was proposed by what? Who? Anybody, my dears? Hello? Hello? Ajay?
So,
Oh.
so
What is my cell theory?
So,
What is my cell theory? Cell theory, I'm asking.
All cells arise from pre-existing cells.
Okay.
So, and the cell is the basic unit of life.
Okay, okay. Each and every living organism made up of cell, and each and every living organism made up of cell. The cell is originated from the pre-existing cell, right? Then, okay. Likewise, the Louis Pasteur also stated the statement: the one microorganism comes from the other microorganism. That means before the ancestor is like that, they told. Then he conducted carefully experimentation, demonstrated that life comes only from the pre-existing life. That is a very, very important. Likewise, we also comes from where, you know, our parent. Parent also comes from our grandparent, grandparent, like that. Okay, pre-existing life. That means one organism originated from the previous organism. That is called as pre-existing organism. But life is also comes only from the pre-existing life. Okay, so he conducted the experiment. What they did, we realized. See here, he showed that in pre-sterilized flask, sterilized means completely removal of the microorganisms. What is my pasteurization? What is my sterilization? You know the difference. Pasteurization means nothing that. What is that? Or for example, 65 to 75 degrees Celsius, 65 degrees Celsius up to the 30 minutes when you are boiling any one of them. Take an example, the milk. Okay, what happened inner side? There is what are the microorganism is growing or present in it, completely killed. That condition is called as, what is that? Pasteurization. Okay, sterilization means, what is the meaning? Not only that bacteria, virus, and spores, all those things completely eradicated. So there is no any living organism within the flask. That is called a sterilization. It up to 120 degrees. Let's take an examples of when you are going to sterilize the virus. Suppose HIV virus is there. Suppose we want to kill the viruses. How many degrees Celsius? 121 degrees Celsius, particularly 120 degrees Celsius for half an hour. That completely eradicate the virus. So that condition is called as sterilization. Know the difference between pasteurization, kill the microorganism only, not for the virus, but at the same time, sterilization means what is that? Completely eradication of the virus, including spores and also so many microbes. Okay. That flask is also sterilized. Life did not come from the killed yeast, while in another flask open to air, now new living organism arose from the killed yeast. This is a what he did, he took a what is a flask. Okay, one flask, what happened, it placed in the killed yeast. Killed yeast means sterilized conditions. Another one is what is that? The same one, killed yeast is there. Another one is also killed yeast. One is closed one, another one is the open one. Okay, as a result, what happened, both are absorbed by the scientists. Which one is closed one? There is no any living organism within that one. But at the same time, which one is open one? The new organisms, the living organism arose from the killed yeast. So here what happened, the spontaneous experiment completely, what is that? Disproved. They may ask the scientist's name is called as Louis Pasteur. Who is that? Louis Pasteur. That is very, very important. Okay, so he stated the statement like that. Okay, see that? First one is boiled. Wait for some times. No growth is there because it is closed one. So boil, break the neck, then only it will be open. The air is enter inside. Air enter inside means what is air contain microorganism. They enter the microbial growth. As a result, the living organism or formation takes place within the flask. So he come to the conclusion. What is that? Yeah, the spontaneous is not possible. Okay, they need some medium. Like that they stated. That's why he disproved the which one, spontaneous generations. Okay. Next one is, third one is called as extraterrestrial or cosmic origination. Terrestrial. Terrestrial means out of the atmosphere. Cosmic origin. The alternative name of cosmogen theory is called as panspermia. Note it down. This is very, very important. The alternative name of cosmogen theory is called as panspermia. Okay, what is my panspermia? Panspermia is nothing but the space spore. Okay, if some of the spores are present in the atmosphere, the spore produces the living organism. The living organism grow and evolutionary into the aquatic or something like that they told. Okay, that statement is called as, what is that? Extraterrestrial or cosmic origin. The cosmic origin is called as, what is that? Cosmogen theory. This theory is also otherwise called as panspermia. According to this theory, according to this, which one? Panspermia theory, life comes from space in the form of spore called as panspermia. That's why I told you. Okay, it's hold that spores are seeds. I already told you. Okay, just like a what is that? Flower or just like a plant. The spore is the living organism. The spore produces the living organism. Just like that, they, what is that? Stated the statement. Okay. That is called a spores or seeds of extraterrestrial origin might have infected the barren earth at the time of its origin or afterward. Okay. This was stated by the statement which is called Richter in the year 1865. Okay, what is that? The extraterrestrial origin might have infected the barren earth at the time of its origin or afterwards. Okay, the spores. That means after the formation now, what is that? Barren earth, spores are produced. So the complete earth will be, what is that? Suffered. Like that, they stated the statement. Okay, next one is Helmholtz, 1884, Arrhenius, 1808, and Hoyle, okay, 1950, believed in the eternity of the life which came on the earth in the form of sperm or spores like form cosmos or other planet. He stated the statement, what is the Richard? Some spores present in the atmosphere, that spore produce the living organism. But here, what is that? Same things is the sperm or spores comes from cosmos. That is nothing but the other planet. Okay, that other planets, what is that? It has some spores. That spores also reach the earth and also produce the living organism. That theory is called as, what is that? Cosmic origin theory. This is stated by the statement. What are the scientists? These are the three scientists. See that years 1884, 1818, 1808, 1950. See that. Okay, these are the different statements regarding which one, cosmic origin. Okay, go to the next one. See, terrestrial or abiogenic origin. What is my abiogenic? Already told you. Okay, abiogenic is nothing but the non-living organism. Particularly tell us the chemical substances present in the atmosphere. It created the which one, living organism. Already the Ajay told which one, the conservates. Conservate come. How it will be possible, all the chemical substances. What are the chemical gases form substances form together form as a biomolecules. Biomolecules such as what are they? Carbohydrate, protein, lipids. Okay, these components united together form a single cell that is called as conservates. Okay, the things as given here. See, the terrestrial or abiogenic origin. Abiogenic means non-living. Think about that one. Okay, this idea hold that life arose by a series of sequential chemical reactions. That's why I told you. Once the formation of gases, after the gases united to form a water, water with ammonia, ammonia also produce the first water molecules too. What is the first conservates? That is before that conservate, what is that? Biomolecules. The biomolecules converted into conservates. The conservates is also precursor of which one, the first living organism. Taken examples of the prokaryotes. That prokaryotes undergo the development like that. So these are the chemical changes occurs. That is called as, what is that? Abiogenic origin. And then last one is called as a theory of catatropisms. Catatropisms. According to this theory, the world was passed through the several stages, and at the end of each stage, there was a catastrophe killing all the individuals. Catastrophe is also one of the period. Okay, like that, imagine. Each and every stages, what happened when the living organisms are produced. At the end of the stages, all the living organisms are killed by individuals. Each one. Okay, by which each other or killing or what is the kill and eat like that. Finally, that condition is called as, what is that? Catatropism. That period is called as catatropism. Then what happened? In the next age, a new set of individual develops. Cuvier found a different set of fossils in different age of Earth. Okay, the Cuvier, what they did, each and every time the catastrophes, that time each and every tropisms, there is some animals are killed by some animals, isn't it? Each one killed by another one. So the fossils also found by the name of the scientist called as Cuvier. Each and every ages. How many years they lived that time? See here, the year has given here. G. Cuvier, 1800, sorry, is also considered a modern father of paleo. What is that? Paleontology. Who is the modern father of paleontology? This question also so many times they were asked. Why? The paleontology means he studied fossils of the living organism. When the catatropism. They may ask the questions. The Cuvier, which stage he analyzed their what is that research? State of the statement catatropisms. Okay, and what they found, fossils of different age of Earth. Fossils, each and every organism buried under the soil as a result of formation. Now, what is a natural disaster? What happened? The fossil formation takes place. As a result, what happened? You will get the fossils when you are taking the. Likewise, There's so many things. Mammoth is the first one, I think. Mammoth mammal. Okay, it's one of the elephants in the South Africa, North Africa, like that. See that. Who is the father of modern paleontology? This is my paleontology. Science that will study of the fossil is called as paleontology. Who is the modern father of paleontology? G. Quer is the father of paleontology. See the next one. So that is the another thing. A theory of biogenesis. Biogenesis already studied. Here the biogenesis, how the living organism originated. This was stated by the so many scientists. Research also done by so many scientists. Started from the see here the year F. Reddy, 1668. Here the Lazaro, Spallanzani, okay, 1767. These are no need this one. Just note, just you known one, no one. Okay. That is very, very important. Say, okay, see here. Theory of biogenesis. These theories explain that the existing living organism originated from the pre-existing living beings. That's why living being to living being and not from non-living entities. Biogenesis, what is the meaning of biogenesis? Biogenesis is nothing but the living organism only produce the living organism. The living organism not originated from the non-living organism. That is called as biogenesis. This concept of origin of life was supported by various evolution on the basis of experiment. This biogenesis was, what is that? Supported many scientist statements. How they will support it? Because they did the work regarding which one, the living organism originated, whether the living organism or living organ originated from the non-living organism, like that they stated that they done their work, and finally he gave the report. See here, first one, F. Reddy, 1668. What they did, cooked meat, okay, used for their experiment. And Lazaro Spallanzani prepared a nutritive broth of vegetables and flesh. Vegetables and flesh, nutritive broth. Suppose suppose any one of the microorganisms, if you want to grow, you need some amount of what is that? What is that? Nutritive broth. Mostly microorganisms grow in the agar-agar is a nutritive broth. Okay, the agar-agar is originated from, or agar-agar is obtained from the, which one of the fungi or algae? Anybody else? Hello. Hello. Ajay, do you know that agar-agar is obtained from which one of the algae?
Sir, no, sir, don't know, sir.
You don't know. It's okay. Brown algae, isn't it? Carrageenan. Carrageenan is a brown algae. It is one of the source of the production of the agar-agar, like pikes. Okay, just go to the next one. See that Louis Pasteur. Already we saw that here they may ask the questions. He also did the same work and different manner. The Louis Pasteur also did the work in 1860. He took a mixture of sugar and yeast syrup. Okay, so this is very, very important, and put this mixture into an S-shaped flask. Sometimes they ask this question. This is also asked so many times in the NEET question paper. I think it's 2017 or 18. Okay, Louis Pasteur used what is that? Flask. The flask shape is which shape? S-shaped. The S-shaped is also denoted as swan neck flask. I show you. Swan neck means what is that? This is the S-shaped. Okay, this is the S-shaped flask. Okay, I show you. Okay, I will show you. Okay, S-shaped flask, otherwise called a swan neck flask. The content of the mixer flask were boiled till the steam passed out of the tube, and then they were cooled. What happened here? What he did? Mixture of sugar and yeast syrup, and put this mixture into an S-shaped flask, otherwise called as swan neck flask. The content of the mixer flask were boiled till the steam passed out of the tube, and then they were cooled. Pasteur did not find any changes in the content of the flask after a considerably longer period of time, and no growth of organism was observed. Okay, here what happened? There is no, because he boiled the substance growth. As a result, what completely killed. I think it may be like that. It may be. It's my statement. It's not a. So as a result, what no growth of the organism was observed. Okay, and then next. So this is the experiment. Boil. So no growth is there. Suppose if it is exposed to the earth, what happened? The growth is obtained. So here, what happened? It is originated from the where the another atmosphere. Okay. So today I think it's enough for. I think we will see the remaining things on the next class. What are the things already we discussed? Will you please summarize what is by evolution? So what are the theory of evolution? How the earth is forms? How the life is forms? Origin of earth. Okay, and cellular form, non-cellular form, and also universe, and how the first water molecules formation takes place. What are the content is there? Which one is split into water molecules? The ozone layer is formed. How it will be formed? How many molecules present in it? Okay, and then earth is formed. What are the theory of on the origin of life? So these are the things today we discuss. Theory of special creation, theory of spontaneous creation, extraterrestrial or cosmic origin, and also terrestrial, and also abiogenic origin, and also theory of catastrophisms. Okay, that things already we discussed. And finally, so what is the theory of biogenesis? How the experiment was done by the scientists? What are the examples here? The Louis Pasteur did the work with the help of the S-shaped flask, swan neck flask, and also he did not found any growth of the organism. At the same time, he opened it. What happened? He found some microorganisms grow in the medium. As a result, he stated the statement, it may originate from where in the living organism present the outside that enter into the flask. So it is biogenesis like that. Okay. See that. So remaining things we will see the next class. Okay. You have any doubt in this area, Pa? My dear students?
No, sir, no doubt.
No doubt. Just note it down, Ajay. Okay. You just take a notes. Okay.
Yes,
so which one, for example, Louis Pasteur is a biogenesis. Then the one of the experiment Louis Pasteur, you note it down. And which shape flask? First, what happened? There is no growth. Second one, open the neck. He broken the neck. See here, break the neck, and also broken whatever it may be. Broke the neck. As a result, what happened here? The microorganism is observed. Okay, because here open means the air is enter. So as a result, the microorganisms or some of the living organisms enter into the medium. As a result, here what happened? Microbial growth appears. So he stated the statement, which one, living organism originated from the already pre-existing living organism present in the atmosphere. Okay, like that, he come to the conclusions. Okay. Thank you so much for your participation and go through it. I have to give you a question paper for the last lesson. Okay. Already you attend the lesson for first lesson. 20 questions I have given. Already you attend or not?
Yes, sir. Attended, sir.
Attended. Okay. How many questions you are right? Already I need that things also. Okay. So and also next question I will send to you. You just attend it. Okay. Thank you so much for your participation. Thank you, Bob. Bye. Take care.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Bye. Take care.